Hello, Sagittarius. I was still kind of like saying my kind of little prayer in my head, so my apologies. Okay, I have this song in my head, but I don't. You're gonna have to help me out. It goes, ba-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. It's from like the 80s or the 90s. It's driving me crazy right now, because I can't hear any of the vocals. I can just hear the music. Oh, so I did this. Okay, I was working at this marijuana shop. This marijuana plant, okay? With plants everywhere. I was working with this guy, Chatty. I swear to God, me and Chatty, we had telepathy like big time. Our telepathy was so awesome because we were so high and so open to one another. So I just started listening to this band called Machine Head. Thanks to Chatty. Chatty tells me about Machine Head. He actually used to live above me. So he used to listen to all the music that I would listen to, and then he would put his music on it, and I would text him when a good song would come on and be like, Chatty, what are you listening to right now? Because he only ever listened to CDs. It was awesome. He had like 500 CDs up there. So anyway, so we learned, we actually discovered different music because of living with each other. So he is listening to Machine Head, and he gives me this CD. Of course, it's just a burnt CD, so there's like no words on it. And this song called Halo, I got obsessed with, and I was like, Chatty, what's this song? And I went and I did this. It has this part in the middle of it where it goes, ring. And I was like, what's that song? And just by me memeing it like I did here, right? He figured it out. He goes, oh, that's Halo. Sure enough, I put it on and it was Halo. I was like, God damn, you're good at that. Like, sometimes people can just hum a tune and somebody just knows what it is. Anyways, this song from back in the day, I actually want to say it's the 90s. It's coming into my head. It's like, it would be one of those songs that would be on like the greatest hits with like the Bee Gees. It's that old. I do not know why it's in my head right now. I'm getting possessed by a song. Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time. Sag. What do you got for us today? Oh. These are the wrong cards. You just let me know. Nope. All right. Ooh, the bald eagle. The bald eagle's the reason why these cards are out right now, because I saw one of these motherfuckers eating his lunch the other day. He was huge. Bald eagles are huge. They're also in my backyard, which is so nice. There's like 3 that live in the neighborhood. What is the eagle? Ooh, the eagle's the wheel of fortune. With the fire ants, why do I end? That's the 5 of wands. Man, for some reason... All right, you just gotta stop burning. I'm not here to waste weed to the community, okay? Ain't nobody getting high off my stash, all right? Even if it is the flies on the wall. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune with the 5 of Wands. For some reason, I feel like this eagle is just coming down, and like that almost looks like that to me. It's like this eagle's coming down and just destroying this army that has been, I don't know, fucking with it from the ground. Right? Eagles, like, they don't really go on the ground. Like, the only reason why I saw this one on the ground, and then he had to jump a couple times because I didn't know that it was even a bald eagle. But he was only on the ground because he had something in his talons. Like, he was attacking something on the ground. So that's the only reason why he was on the ground, was because obviously it makes a great plate, right? Great kitchen to work with, good countertop, right? And then they're right back up in the trees. Like, they will be sitting on fences. They'll be sitting on light posts. They sit on signs. They don't sit on the ground, ever. Like, bald eagles don't go on the ground, okay? They're always in the air because they're always fishing. So they have to be in the air, right? So the fact that this bald eagle is coming down and grabbing something makes it seem like the war is over. Like, if you've had a particular group of people, let's say, okay, that are involved with these fire ants, if they've been coming after you for a long time, I think what happened was they shrunk so small. Okay, you think of a fire ant, I mean, fuck, they're so little, right? So I think this army got shrunk down to next to nothing. And then it's like all these things got rolled up into a ball. Like, they all just suddenly just got rolled up into a ball. Like, all of these war veterans that have been after you this whole time, all these Marines, or no, it wouldn't be Marines, it would definitely just be Army, right? All these Army cadets, right? They get all swirled up and into this ball, and then the eagle comes down and takes the ball, which is hence all the ants. Again, look at that thing in the middle. Like, there is like something about a bullseye here. Like, I don't know what it is, but holy crap, that's a lot of circles, okay? Circle. It's a circle, okay? A lot of circles going on here, which means something is complete. And that's all the same color. Yellow, orange, and red. And the eagle is just yellow and orange. So yellow, orange. That's solar plexus. So that's your intuition. And then your sacral, which is like a lot of digestion. That's what I'm going to say. That's like your intestines, your kidneys, your liver. Like, that's all filtration systems. And like, so I think you filtered, that's what it is. I think you filtered these ants, this army away from you. You filtered them in some way. And then maybe by filtering them, you killed them. Because if there was like some bad, nasty battery inside of you or something, which I'm going to say right now. So I had to go to this celebrity, okay, the other day. I don't think he thinks of himself as a celebrity. I know he knows he's popular, but he's not a celebrity. He's not on magazines. He's not on the news. He actually avoids the media in all aspects of his life, which is incredible. There's people fucking soak that shit up. Somehow he stays away from it. And I had to remove, he had this like battery pack in his back, and I had to remove the batteries. And then, you know, those coils that come down or whatever to put the batteries in place, I had to destroy those as well. So then somebody couldn't come back and put batteries back into this person, because this person was only doing things. They were like, and I saw it in his work. I saw that he was being controlled by something because of the way it makes you work. If you all of a sudden start working like a motherfucker, and I'm talking, you're barely sleeping, you're only producing shit for the fucking community, you are putting so much stuff out, you're not even taking a day off. That's a demon. Okay, that's something that is going now beyond your control, because they know how the human body works, and they know that if they overwork you and overstress you, they'll kill you, because that's the way the body works. Not the way a spiritual embodiment works, but the way a temple works, abso-fucking-lutely. Okay? So I don't know if that, like, something like that happened to you and you were being controlled by something, and the thing that you were being controlled by would have been this army telling you to overwork, produce more than what you should, so then this army can live nice and comfortably. Okay? With the fruit of your loins, everything you're doing. So, okay. I see the sun. The sun is poking out. Okay. So, now we got the Five of Cups. We got the Hierophant. And we got the Ace of Cups. And we got the Eight of Wands. So, the way that I see this is, oh my gosh, okay. So, I don't know if you watch every single one of my videos or not, but Elvis has been coming up like a motherfucker, okay? And I'm like, I don't listen to Elvis. I don't gossip about Elvis, okay? I wasn't born in that era. My mom didn't listen to Elvis. Nobody liked Elvis that I was ever around, okay? Suddenly Elvis is coming out of the blue, okay? I don't know why the king has come up, but get this. I'm pretty sure he came up in the reading yesterday. One of his songs. And I was like, I think Elvis is trying to tell me something. Like, I don't know why. Then my neighbor, okay, who looks like a spinning image of my uncle, so I call him my uncle, not to his face, is cranking Elvis yesterday. And he was cranking one of the songs that I've mentioned. I think I'm All Shook Up. It wasn't Don't Be Cruel. I think it was I'm All Shook Up. I paused my mini-series I was watching. I went outside and I'm like, okay, Elvis, where are you coming from? I'm like looking around. I'm thinking it's coming from a car or something. I'm like, who the fuck is playing Elvis? And then Uncle Steve just played music for the rest of the day. But it started with an Elvis song, okay? So, and now I'm getting this cup. Like, I don't know what Elvis is doing coming into all my dreams, but he's trying to tell me something, and it's gone through each reading, I swear, and like 5 readings now Elvis has come up for some reason. So Elvis is in the building, okay? And it's like he's trying to teach you something, or he's going to tell this message or something like that. He learned something, okay? And it's about this sadness, okay? I don't know what it was. I think Elvis was a very sad man. And I think that that's what stardom does, is as much as the whole world knows you, very little are actually close to you, right? Because then it's dangerous. Like, you know, like fans can be very dangerous. People can be dangerous, right? And I actually think it was my sister that was reading an article that Eminem dropped not too long ago. And he lives in like a gated community, and like somebody was just in his house one day. I swear that's what she told me. She's the one that reads all the news. Sometimes when I relay it, I say it wrong. But yeah, like, so even in a gated community, some motherfucker could just jump the fence and find you. Okay, it's kind of scary. So I think there's something along the lines of that. It's like maybe people have been fighting against you for a really long time. Okay, and the world is like, don't fight people anymore, right? Like the war is over, okay? And I know the war is over, and now another war is over. So learn from this now. Learn what your sadness did. If you did things when you were sad that you regret, okay, the world is like, learn what that sadness did. Okay, because if it's just people moving on, or if it's the world moving on, then realize that you need to maybe evolve a little faster than what you are, right? You need to put yourself on the front burners a little bit more than what you are, right? Because now that you fought the war, now the seed can begin. Okay, 2 aces, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, right? And with this Hierophant, I feel like another commitment's coming. And this is going to be something that you actually sign and you've got the key to, and it's yours. Okay? It might not be like, I don't think it's like a marriage contract. I think it's like a company contract, right? And they're like, you know, like maybe this is Elvis. Maybe he's like, don't do the thing that I did. Okay? I don't know what he did. Maybe it was just he went famous. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about this band called NQ Arbuckle. Okay? They're straight out the Compton. I'm straight up the trailer, which is true. NQ Arbuckle lives in Toronto, okay? They've been a popular band now for, I would say, 20 years. And they only play in Toronto, too. Like, they don't really go on tour. They don't, they used to go on tour like motherfuckers, but really they just kind of stayed in Canada. They're a Canadian band, so they don't really hop the border too much. They just kind of like, man, they did it right. No record label, no bullshit fucking producers or fucking people that just want money. Like, you gotta remember, if you started somewhere, you started yourself, right? Once you start putting all these other people into things and adding all this money into things, where's your project at the end of the day? That you, at some point in your life, started and created on your own. Why are there so many people around? Right? Because NQ Arbuckle, I swear to God, they have a record label. Okay, they do. But that's just to produce their records. Right? That was just an easier way for them to get their CDs out. But they only sell their CDs at their concerts. They don't sell them. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they're at HMV. I'm not sure. Or Sunrise. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if they're in CD stores or not. I've never looked at them because I only buy their CDs at their concerts. So I don't know. I can't tell you. But anyways, it's like $3,000 to book them. Okay. They will play anywhere. They come, they set their stage up, and they're the best fucking band I've ever heard in my life. He is incredible. NQ Arbuckle is one of the most skilled and talented writers and singers I've ever met in my life. Like, I actually was able to meet him. I was just kind of standing right beside him. And he was checking my sister and I out. And then we were going to say something, and then he darted off, and I went, thank God, I didn't want to talk to him. Because he was, you know, like, I don't want to bother people. Like, he was just about to go on stage, and I'm like, he was standing beside my sister and I for like, oh my God, over a half an hour. I didn't even know who it was. My sister was the one who knew who Neville was. I didn't know at the time. I knew who NQ was, but I didn't know that was Neville standing beside me. And he was like, oh my God, he was the nicest man ever. He's just, and that's the way some people choose to do it. Like, if you don't need to be a millionaire, you can still do your craft and make money on your own. I can guarantee you can. And that's the thing, is not everybody is supposed to make crazy money off their talents, right? Some people are supposed to work. They're supposed to be in the world. They're supposed to be doing something else. Whether it's selling fucking, everybody seems to want to sell fucking real estate now. It's like taxi cab drivers in the fucking 90s. All of a sudden, everybody wants to be a real estate agent because you can make money. Fucking losers. Anyways, sorry. You know, like it's not, I don't know, like, not everybody's supposed to be on stage. And again, now Elvis, here he goes. I just looked at a blue light. Here's Elvis again. You know, like, some people, you know, those stars, they die, they burn out fast. You really got to keep yourself leveled, you know, and try not to do things because you're upset. Right? If you have a tendency to make moves when you're upset, the world is like, stop doing that. Do the moves when you feel good, okay? Like, give yourself that. Don't just make moves. Like, now I see like an ex-wife or something, and I don't know if someone's trying to make somebody jealous or something, and it's like, don't use social media for that. Like, don't be that person that just wants to make people jealous of what you're doing, because Jealousy turns to envy, and envy turns into greed, and greed kills. Okay? It kills. So, this whole lightning fast scenario that's going to come in, it's like you break the code, right? You're the one that's going to break the code on this. Once you decide to give yourself something that you've learned, right? It's like give yourself the contract that's not going to upset you. Like money isn't everything. Like, and if you sell out for money, you could lose your sanity. And then where do you end up? On the fucking streets. You know those motherfuckers end up on the streets or they end up in a coffin. There's not a whole lot of like room in between, you know? Like you got to be really careful on the lines that we draw for ourselves based off other people's lives, you know? So anyways, the war is over. A new seed grows and this army is taken out. So, yeah, don't let people be cruel to you. Don't let people do things to you just because you're upset. Like, you know, actually, and he's a Sagittarius. I was actually thinking of my ex today and why I was so drawn to him. I was so drawn to him because he was the worst person in the world. Okay, that's why I was drawn to him. His mother once said I'm pretty sure I was sitting there. She said that if she had had her third kid first, she would have never had kids anymore. She whimpers and bitches about her entire fucking life, even having to lift a goddamn fucking fork. She gets pissed off about. She's so fucking lazy because she got entitled because she married somebody rich. And because she married somebody rich, she just thought little Miss Priss could just walk around for the rest of her life with the money that she was being given. Little did she know that he was going to turn into an asshole, cheat on her, leave her, move to California, and start another life. Like, and I was like, why was I so driven to this family of bullshit haters? Like, because they were bullies. Like, his family is a bunch of bullies. They make fun of you, and not in a good way, not in a healthy way, not in a loving way. They just flat out make fun of you. They're constantly fucking jabbing at people, joking around. Like, and it's not jokes, it's mean. It's mean shit. And they go down on each other. It's just like, it's opposite. It's the opposite of what a family is really supposed to be. And I've never felt so much hate while sitting in a family than while sitting with a family of my own. Like, my own family was so full of hate that they just would shoot each other nasty looks and smile right after instead of just play it straight. Like, so I kind of grew up like a coward, you know, like I didn't know how to fess up to the things I did. I didn't know how to be an adult. I didn't know how to take responsibility because nobody around me ever fucking took responsibility for anything. They blamed it on me. They blamed everything they could on their kids. That's what their main ammo was. Oh, can I blame it on my kids somehow? Okay, I will. I drink every day because of my kid. I drink every day because of this. I beat my kid because of this. I go and I party because of my kid. You blame it a little bit more. And I fought to be with this guy. And he kicked the shit out of me so bad one night that I had reconstructive surgery on my hand. And I still wanted to be with him. Like, when you're abused, you just attach to it. It's what we do. It's because those abused people, they gave us attention. Like, sure, yeah, okay, it was hate and it was nasty, but it was something. Right? And so many people say that treating you like shit means that they love you. You actually believe it. Because at least they're showing you something, even if it is hate. It's something more than what a lot of other people fucking end up doing. But anyways, I don't really know where this reading's going now. But I think it's safe to say that it's over with. And I think that there's quite an amazing contract coming in. And it's just for you. It's just for you. And it's a seed, so it's going to grow. And if you know now that you're not being attacked by anything, then now is the perfect time. Don't get sad. Because that's another thing, is you could end up getting sad because now there isn't anybody around to attack you. And trust me, that's a good thing. People not being around to attack you is a good thing, not a bad thing. So anyways, we're going to leave it at that. I'm Whitney Moon. Welcome. Thanks for watching the channel, all 20 of you. It's an amazing experience of my life that I get to read tarot and do this shit. This is like my most favorite thing to do. So I can't watch other people. I just watch myself for the most part because I love tarot that much. If you want a personal reading, WhitneyMoonshine@gmail.com. It's in the description box below. And you can go to the About section on the channel, and then that shows like what I provide for the world out there. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Happy days. And yeah, be safe. Love each other. Peace.